How y'all doing? Push that like button. You ain't came in yet? That means you ain't liking me. Oh, but y'all don't wanna. Okay. So before I get started, I would like for everybody to push the like button, come in and subscribe to my channel. How y'all doing? Push that like button. Y'all want to know what real black folk red beans and rice look like?
Engage in looting, engage in internet scams, engage in price gouging. Do not violate evacuation orders, and do not commit any of these crimes in which people are trying to profit from the tragedy of the people who have suffered from these various fires.
And we know that several of those arrested have previous felony convictions. Tonight, investigators tell us one of the stolen items, it was an Emmy Award. The arrests come as California's National Guard deploys more than 2,600 service members to LA to help protect properties against looters.
In many areas, the damage has already been done. Some Palisades fire victims have returned home to survey the damage, only to find their homes were broken into. KTLA's Sarah Welch joins us from Pacific Palisades, where she spoke with a victim who was burglarized.
Wow.
How could anybody take advantage of people that had already been affected by a fire?
But Gennaro Rossetti had it happen to him.
I noticed that somebody had kicked in the dining room door.
Rossetti, grateful his home hadn't burned, had waited nearly 12 hours Saturday to get back up into his Palisades house to grab medicine and important papers. And that's when he saw he'd been burglarized.
Somebody got into the house, but I wasn't able to determine what they took because it was too dark to see. It clearly wasn't firefighters because there was no fire at the house to get into, and it was not a place where would be the first site of incident.
Looting is a huge worry for those with homes still standing in both the Palisades and even fires. Someone even impersonated a firefighter to break into a house in the Palisades.
We really felt strongly we needed to help.
Sierra Swinney works private security in the Central Valley and is now guarding homes in the burn zone.
We're ready, we're watching.
So is LAPD and the National Guard on patrol, but homeowners we talk to aren't confident they can keep things secure.
They're just understaffed and they have a lot of other things to deal with. I mean, it's not.
How y'all doing? Push that like button. Show me some love. Y'all want to see what red beans and rice look like? This what black folk red beans and rice look like.
For the last 3 days, 24 hours a day.
Craig Hall of ASC Security says entire blocks are asking for help.
There's 10, 15 families together are hiring us to watch the entire street.
Rossetti and his neighbors are considering the same.
I jammed a chair up against it to secure it.
Red beans, them kidney beans in there, them beef sausages in there. Got all them beef sausages and them kidney beans and beef sausage just bingling right now.
Sarah Welch, KTLA 5 News.
We already got the rice simmering.
Thousands of homes have been lost to the Eaton fire, and tonight we're learning more about those who tragically lost their lives. While some families are remembering loved ones, many
How y'all
are looking for
doing?
answers, some even taking legal action.
KTLA's Mary Beth McDade is live in Altadena with more on that and reaction from a heartbroken victim. MB.
Yes, hi there, Cher and Sandra. Yes,
These
there
people
are
are trying to-
several lawsuits that have now been
Lawsuits.
filed against Southern California Edison, claiming that it was their equipment that started this deadly fire.
There they go, trying to
Yes,
blame
we are remembering the
Southern
lives
California
of 2 more
Edison.
victims who were killed in this Eaton fire.
Why they trying to blame California Edison?
He's incredibly loaded. He loved this dearly.
Jordan Mitchell is talking about his father, 68-year-old.
Tell your mama to
was
dance.
known for being a master.
She the one look like a monkey.
And someone Jordan loved to spend time with.
We would watch like Super Bowl with Dad, and even though he knew that like I didn't watch particularly that much football, he knew that I wanted to watch it with him, and we would just sit there and we could cook and just fill the entire house with food.
Jordan was a caregiver for both his dad, who'd lost a leg from diabetes, and his 35-year-old brother Justin, who had cerebral palsy and was a paraplegic.
Justin was my everything. I always knew that I'd be the one taking care of him. I thought he'd still be with me, but every choice I made was just the fact of making sure that like I knew that he was safe.
Man, them people left
Both his father and brother lost their lives
they
in
old
the
ones
fire. when the fire broke out on
They
Tuesday.
love
Jordan
loved ones
was in the
behind.
hospital with a concussion from a fall and battling sepsis.
When he told me that he get called for evacuation, I
How you
fully
doing?
assumed that they would be taken
Miss
care of.
Vivian?
Jordan says his dad called for help Tuesday afternoon, but paramedics didn't arrive until early the next morning, just as his Altadena home caught fire.
Spark that hit the house. The people to evacuate the paramedics like that, they were at the corner when it happened and they could not get in.
As the Eaton fire consumed their home, his father was on the phone with Jordan's aunt.
My mother's sister, she tried to go in, but they would not let her because she wanted to go in and try to get them herself.
Jordan says his father fought until the end, trying to get himself and his brother out.
He fully believed that they were going to get out of there. He was like, help me, help my son, help us. He was truly trying to make sure that him and my brother were out of this.
This tragedy comes just a year and a half after Jordan lost his mother to early onset Alzheimer's. He says his mother was the love of his father's life.
It's been incredibly tough on me. I'm trying my best every day.
The lawsuit alleges the Eaton fire, which appears to have started under one of Edison's transmission towers, began when electrical equipment ignited surrounding vegetation. The suit claims Edison failed to take appropriate precautions despite the Eaton Canyon area being in an extreme fire.
Somebody lit
zone.
that pole on fire.
Videos that you see out there that are, you know, on.
That don't. I see the pole on fire, but I don't see
That show really
the.
the fire emanating from a electrical tower.
No, it
So
ain't.
we've also spoken to witnesses.
No, it ain't.
As for Jordan, he wants answers from Edison and wants to know why it took so long for paramedics to respond to his father's calls for help.
He called that Tuesday afternoon. They should have been showing up at 6:30 the next day for two disabled adults.
There you go.
And the cause of the Eaton fire, which has now claimed at least 16 lives.
Already got the rice ready. Let's see what that rice look like. This is that buttery, cuttery rice. Oh my God, you can see the butter all the way through it.
Well, for days we've seen firefighters in action battling the flames on the front lines, and tonight we are hearing from a group of firefighters who kept the flames from taking over a Pasadena neighborhood. That was last week. KTLA's Chris Wolf has their heroic story.
Jonathan, careful, we can't run out of water. Okay, let's let this thing around. Let's try to get in the house and get after it. This should kind of skirt around here and swing around.
You can smell the aroma. The aroma. Woo! You can smell it. Man, how y'all doing tonight? Push that like button.
January 7th, racing down hillsides toward homes.
I got some red beans and rice, and I got some variety cake. You know, I gotta eat me some dessert. I gotta eat my cake and ice cream too, you know. I don't know about y'all, but I got me some variety cake, and I'm finna tear it up. This variety cake right here. You ever had a variety cake before? Yeah, I got it from Wallet World. I couldn't find no bitches throwing the basket tonight. Man, Wallet World was dead. Man, why I go to Walmart tonight? But I ended up getting this variety cake. Don't never smoke before going into the grocery store, because you gonna come out with something that you wasn't thinking about buying before you went in that motherfucker. Like, that's what I did. I always, but I'm gonna tear this chocolate up. I really just wanted the socket to me. I started to buy a whole socket to me, but I seen this variety. I was like, ooh, I can get all 4 of them. Oh my God. This is the way you throw away $7.98. But I'm finna tear this whole cake up. 1, 2, 3, 4 by myself. How many days you think it's gonna take me to eat this cake? Not that long. About 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights, and it's over with. I'm like a fat person. At night, I love to eat cake.
It'll take
You
to
know
a
what I'm
look on
talking
our
about?
website that
Yeah, push
contains
that like
maps
button. Show
of
me some
both
love.
fire
Show
zones.
me some
Really
love.
heartwarming that support is pouring in for LA wildfire victims from all over the country.
And now more celebrities are jumping in to help. KTLA's Jasmine Simpkins has the story.
Celebrities, many of whom have lost homes or been forced to evacuate themselves, are now donating supplies and money to wildfire.
Oh yeah.
People in the area still don't have water, gas, electricity.
Over in the Pacific Palisades, that Palisades fire.
God is good. God is great.
Beyonce announced that she will be giving $2.5 million to the LA Fire Relief Fund via her charity, the Be Good Foundation. Jamie Lee Curtis has pledged to donate $1 million to
Beyonce giving away
relief
2
for her
point for
husband,
what?
Christopher Guest.
$2 million ain't gonna help nobody.
Making an unspecified donation to the California Fire Foundation Wildfire and Disaster Relief Fund. Paris Hilton, whose Malibu home went up in flames, is launching an emergency fund to support displaced families with young children through her nonprofit 1111. I'm starting with a personal contribution of $100,000, she said in a January 10th Instagram post. And I will be matching
100,000. Paris Hilton.
up to $100,000
All the damn millions y'all Hiltons got.
New York City star Bethany Frankel said her charity Be Strong has partnered with the Global Empowerment Mission to send aid to those affected.
No Irish skillet tonight. No, I ain't eating the Irish skillet tonight. I'm eating black folk red beans and rice and cornbread. That's what I wanted. Some red beans, rice, and cornbread. You know what I'm talking about?
Both Sharon Stone and
It's
Halle
about
Berry
that time
donated
now, y'all.
items from their
She's
closets
ready.
and urged others to do so to a fire relief pop-up hosted by Home Goods Store Co-op.
Oh yeah.
Without specifying an amount, Mark Zuckerberg said he's donating to support those impacted by the fires in LA. Jennifer Gardner, who was spared by the blaze, announced she's partnering with Chef Jose Andres' food relief nonprofit World Central Kitchen. Rap star Snoop Dogg has turned his Inglewood clothing store into a donation center for wildfire victims. While Sean Penn's emergency response
I didn't know he had an
nonprofit
Inglewood
has been
clothing
distributing
store.
much needed supplies, including masks, power banks, food, and blankets to families impacted by the fires. For a full list of where you can donate or volunteer, visit ktla.com.
You knew Snoop Dogg had a clothing store?
Coming
Hell
up,
no.
Denied but not defeated.
Many fire victims who have applied for federal disaster relief
Them
are
better
being
be
denied despite losing everything.
packed beans.
What FEMA is
No
urging
king.
those victims to do to
Baby.
make sure their claims go through.
Plus, what started as a few warm meals now has erupted into this powerful wave of
I started
compassion.
cooking these kidney beans. I started cooking these kidney beans. What time? What time did I put them beans on? I put them on about 5 o'clock. It is 10:27, and they should be good and ready, baby. I'm a country boy. I'm from Mississippi. It's cheaper to buy dry beans than beans in a can. Hell no, I'm buying me. You know how many beans you get if you buy the bag? This the little bag. Just imagine. And I'm little, so this is this is my second meal with this one bag of beans. You know how much beans is? It don't take that much beans for a meal. Like that much beans. That much beans for that right there. That's how much I put in there. That much beans. Add some neck bone. I don't put neck bone. I like beef sausage. I like beef sausage in my beans.
Serve Southern California as one of the top injury law firms. You win or you don't pay. Call us today. The biggest firm to be under all sevens.
La 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 la. From miles away.
When I look at all these success stories, I cannot help think it all started by getting my high school diploma.
When you graduate, they will. Visit finishyourdiploma.org.
Ooh, you taste them.
Supported adult education centers.
I put that Mrs. Dash in there, that Lowry seasoning salt. I put some sea salt in it, some pepper. I put some onions. Oh my God, that thing! I'm talking about delicious. I put that Mrs. Dash onions and herbs in there. You can taste the herbs. You know what I mean? It's good. No salt. No half step. These real beans right here, baby. I've been waiting on these beans, and I wanted to share them with y'all. So we finna eat them. The rice is ready. I got some variety cake. I'ma go eeny, meeny, mighty, mo. Catch a nigga by the toe. If he holler, let him go. Eeny, meeny, mighty, mo. This is what I'm finna eat. I'm finna eat this one right here. This one right here. I'm finna eat this one right here. You see how I did it? I go, eeny, meeny, mighty, mo. Catch a nigga by the toe. If he holler, let him go. Eeny, meeny, mighty, mo. I'm eating this one. I'm eating this one right here. This one right here. This is the one I'm eating right here. You know, I'm eating that cake. You're right there. Sock it to me. Yeah, goddamn it. How y'all doing? Push that like button. Don't nobody like me? Oh, I will see why. You see this big old pot of beans right here? Boy, this is the way black folks need to eat every night. You get you some good kidney beans with some cornbread and rice, and you put you some ground beef in it, or you could put you some turkey necks. You could put you some a turkey leg. I started to put a turkey leg in it.
Does it look like things are calming down?
But I want mine rich. I ought to put some shrimp in it. Drop me some shrimp in it. On top of that, yeah, some shrimp and some meat. Oh my, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put some shrimp in it. I think I got some shrimp. I'm gonna put some shrimp in it real quick.
We're hearing now that it's not confirmed that this was a fire that started with a car, although Auto Center Drive is nearby. This is near Ventura Road and Auto Center Drive, so the fire department has called this the auto fire incident. As you see the fire here on the eastern flank of the fire.
Man, you lucky I ran out of shrimp. Y'all lucky I ran out of shrimp. I thought I had some more shrimp in there. I be having everything. I ought to run. Walmart still open. Oh, I got a few minutes. I ain't going back to Walmart. I had bad luck tonight. I'm gonna go back tomorrow. Look at them beans. Look at them beans. Look at them beans. Look at them beans. This is red beans, and we got the rice right here. And I got the cornbread over there. Matter of fact, I need to go on and pop the cornbread in the air fryer. Go on and get it ready. Go on and get that nice and hot. Go on and pop that cornbread in the air fryer real quick.
Right-hand side, this is down the riverbed towards the Pacific Ocean. You're going to see Victoria Avenue here that's closed down, and there's a golf course that sits on both sides of the riverbed itself. I'll bring in our map so you can see the overhead view of that golf course on either side of the river. Now the air crews overhead are telling us that they're going to let the brush burn between those between the golf course there on both sides of the riverbed, and they're probably going to do that for brush clearance. But again, the fire looking really good at this point, and they're hoping to have containment on this fire very soon. That's the latest overhead up in Sky 5. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
That is some good news. All right, Gil, that they're making some incredible progress there. Thank you. Some fire victims tell us that they've already been denied claims for federal disaster relief despite losing everything in last week's deadly wildfires. And
I got denied
to get some answers. And they tell us that people can still get the help they need. They just have to be persistent.
KTLA's John Fenolio live in Pasadena.
If you got denied, then how can you get the help you need? Let's go and get this.
That's right. Some of these fire victims we've been speaking with, we've spoken to them in front of their incinerated homes. They say they can't believe that
smell the aroma in the rice. It's butter. I got salt and pepper, butter, marinated in the rice. I can smell it. Why do you got to be persistent for help after being a fire victim?
FEMA spokesperson Michael Hart says fire victims must first
contact
their insurance company, then contact FEMA in order to receive federal disaster assistance.
That is critical. That is the first step in jumpstarting their recovery.
You can contact FEMA on their website, disasterassistance.gov. Download the FEMA app or call 1-800-621-3362. Again, 1-800-621-3362.
If you don't have insurance, contact FEMA immediately. If you have insurance, contact your insurance company, and your next contact should be FEMA. What we need is that designation letter, that claim information of what their insurance company will or will not provide, and then FEMA will work as diligently as possible to supplement that. We cannot duplicate, so we need that documentation first.
And for people who have been denied a FEMA claim, Hart says, don't lose hope. You can and should appeal.
They can appeal, but we really look at it as not approved right now. And it could be for something as simple as one piece of paperwork, maybe a social security number is incorrect on their paperwork, maybe an address is still needed. When they do receive that letter that says right now, approved, look through that letter carefully. It'll say exactly what needs to be done for them to move forward to receive that grant from FEMA. And we really encourage people to stay in contact with FEMA.
I spoke with this family just recently, and they said, look, we need help now. We literally just have the clothes on our backs. We don't have anything.
This is gonna be delicious.
How long is it gonna take?
And if you ain't never had this before,
Doesn't take long, but if they need immediate assistance like that,
it don't take a lot to cook beans, red beans, red kidney beans, and rice. Like I could have cooked this. Okay, there we go. The cornbread's ready.
All right, so obviously this whole ordeal can be overwhelming, but again, you have to be persistent. You have to be persistent with your insurance company to get the documentation required to present to FEMA. And if you have been denied a claim by FEMA, well, you've got to be persistent there too. The organization advises people showing up to a FEMA disaster recovery center. We'll post a list of all of those on our website, ktla.com, along with some other resources. The reason those centers are important is because they can help speed up a denial appeal claim, and they say that that is absolutely essential to getting the ball rolling, to getting an appeal going on one of these denied claims. We're also going to be hearing more from FEMA on the KTLA 5 Morning News tomorrow, starting at 7 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
In Pasadena, I'm John Fenoglio, KTLA 5 News.
Good information, John. Thank you. At Santa Anita Park, a steady stream of cars has been pulling in for days, each one packed to the brim with donations for fire victims. People from all across Southern California are coming forward to help.
KTLA's Rachel Minikoff has more on this powerful show of generosity.
A testament to humanity as thousands of people pour into Santa Anita Park with relief, whether it be clothing, diapers, water, or food for fire victims and those who are displaced. Carl Salter is
look at that. That air fryer got that cornbread popping.
You grew up your whole life, spent 34 years living in
cornbread on top.
And you have to come out, so.
Alan Gharafani, who spearheaded this community effort, says they outgrew prior locations.
Look at that.
And he called up the owner of Santa Anita Park, who offered up this 750,000 square foot.
This right here, this is like one of the best black folk meals that you can ever prepare for a black man. Like, if you ain't never craved for red beans, kidney beans, you ain't a black. You ain't really black. Like, not like my black. Like, I'm really black. Say it look good? Thank you.
Like, I don't have anything to worry like today.
At my soup kitchen, this would be a meal that I'd be serving.
And I just, like, have them entertained with books or
My soup kitchen.
I can just start playing.
And we'll have some with just beans, and we'll have some with beans and meat. Might have some with beans and ground beef in it.
And he hopes this giving spirit continues into the weeks and months to come.
Oh my God.
I just hope people have faith in their
they're there, 6 months from now.
Yeah, this shit right
or a
here.
year from now, people are actually building.
The flavor
or
is
they
all the
didn't
way
have
through the rice
enough
and the
money
beans.
from the insurance or no insurance and stuff like that. That's when the problem really started.
So it's important to keep the momentum going.
Correct.
Rachel Menitoff, KTLA 5 News. And you can help those affected by the fires by supporting our KTLA Cares campaign and donating to the Red Cross Disaster Relief.
This a poor man meal.
The QR code on your screen. You can also visit.
I'm eating beans and rice for dinner
Red Cross or
with sausages. Every time I scoop, I get a nice
Your
sausage with it.
donation would help provide shelter, meals, relief supplies, emotional support, recovery planning, and other assistance.
All right, still ahead on our KTLA 5 News at 10 and 11.
A glimmer of hope found in the ashes. How firefighters helped a woman find her wedding ring in the rubble of her burned home.
Wow, I can't wait to see that. Okay, so we are
She
expecting
could've
the
never
winds
took
to get
it off.
stronger tonight. They've already started to get a little stronger in some areas. So we'll talk about those details, and of course we'll look at the extended forecast. This is our LAX.
Look like New Orleans beans, man. You know,
Elsewhere, not the case.
I'm from Mississippi, man. So, you know, New Orleans and Mississippi, we do have similar foods.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sean, founder of 4M Dental Implant Center. If you have missing teeth, I can change your life with a beautiful set of permanent teeth
For real?
all in one day.
For
Just
real?
like Peter.
I'm so
For
much
real?
more comfortable now talking to people, smiling. I mean, my life
Ugh!
has changed completely.
The fuck?
What a difference a smile makes.
I want to help you too. Call us now for our very special offer.
Damn.
Call 844-4M Dental. I'm attorney Juan Dominguez. At the Dominguez firm, we work as a family to make sure that after an injury accident, you and your family receive the best service and results.
The Dominguez firm helped me with it all. They got me great.
They helped me get my car fixed and all my medical bills paid.
The Dominguez firm got me $1.3 million.
One call does it all. It's easy. 800 all sevens. The Dominguez firm. Injury lawyers. 800 all sevens.
Do you suffer from knee pain? There can be an alternative to knee surgery. Genicular artery embolization. A minimally invasive procedure for knee pain that selectively blocks the blood supply that causes your inflammation. GAE improves pain, mobility, and quality of life. It's also an effective treatment that helps reduce pain after knee replacement surgery. Reclaim a pain-free life. Call CACVI today.
With fatigue and lightheadedness, I knew something was wrong. Then I saw my doctor and found out I had AFib. And that means there's about a 5 times greater risk of stroke. Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go.
So I got my nose run.
The risk of stroke is always there. If you have one or more symptoms, get checked out. Making that appointment can help you get ahead of stroke risk. This is no time to wait.
Why would drug dealers put a lethal dose of fentanyl in drugs if they know it's so harmful?
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. It's just all about the money.
Well, despite the loss, the devastation in the Eaton fire, there is a glimmer of hope in Altadena.
A missing wedding ring was discovered in the rubble of a home that was destroyed. The find was actually a needle in a haystack for Victoria DeSantis. Cal firefighters found the ring on the roof. DeSantis says it made her heart happy after losing everything in the wildfire. And she says that she had only seconds to evacuate when flames roared through her.
How did they find her
They found
wedding room
Right,
on the
so
roof?
odd. I know it made the firefighters happy too, because they've been up against some real devastation this week.
They have. I wonder if the winds were just so gusty that, like, it picked up whatever it was in and, like, it landed. Like, how do you explain that? That doesn't even make sense.
And then they found it on the roof. Amazing.
Amazing. Okay, well, let's talk about what we
Man, they be coming up with some stupid ass stories that just don't make sense, huh?
So let's go ahead and go
The
outside.
firefighters found a lady's wedding ring on the roof.
Some winds and red flag warnings that have already started for parts of the Inland Empire. However, for LA and Ventura County, they
After the house collapsed.
tomorrow
I don't understand that.
4 a.m. The strongest winds, anyway. That's the live look from one of our cameras, and here are the surface winds and the fire, the newest of the fires that started. This is the auto fire in Ventura County, just a little bit south of Camarillo and east of Oxnard, as you can see here. By the time we get to 4:45 in the morning, when the winds start picking up, these are going to be much stronger. We are looking at winds that
It
are going
is.
to be somewhere between 25
I bought it from Walmart.
and possibly 30 miles per hour. And
I didn't
the
cook it.
gusts, those will be the sustained. The gusts will also be stronger as well. So there is a threat that this could get much worse. So we're hoping that they have an opportunity to get a handle on the fire so far. These are the winds a little bit at the upper level, so like a loft. Those are surface winds. These are the winds that are going to be right above us. They're less than a mile off the surface. And so the reason why these are going to be much stronger comparatively is because there isn't any friction at that level. There's nothing to slow them down. So here's where we have the wind advisories and the high wind warnings. High wind warning is in the mustard color. The wind advisories are in the tan. And this is primarily where we have that PDF. So as you can see here, this is the Pacific Palisades fire. That is out of the PD.
I am getting full already.
However, where the fire is now, that is under that warning. And then also too, as we had,
Well, you know, dry beans can't be nothing but fresh.
probably like right about here.
These were dry beans, so dry beans is fresh beans.
Again, we still have a lot to get through, but I wanted to also give you a recap of some of the strongest winds from earlier today. Santa Ana Mountains hit 65 miles per hour, Banning Pass 51, 61 in Rancho Cucamonga, and 63 in Arrowhead. So anywhere in this right shaded area, you are going to be impacted by those gusty winds and the dry air, and this is what that means. We are going to see some occasional gusts hit 60 and perhaps
Walmart
even 7. Most of those
have everything. They got sweet cornbread. This is Jiffy.
perhaps
It's good.
even as low as 5 or 10%.
How about the cake
So we
at
are going
Walmart?
to see the possibility of single digits, and most
But
of that will wrap up by
the
the time we
Walmart
get to
boy
Wednesday.
winning.
So heading into tomorrow, here's what it's going to look like. By lunchtime, we are going to be looking at numbers in the teens, even lower than that, 11%. But again, a lot of teens, 12, 12, 12.
I wonder if I can buy stuff like that on Amazon.
This is what the air near us looks like right here. That is going to be part of the swath that moved through, and we're going to see more of that as we head into tomorrow, Tuesday. Another round of Santa Ana winds. Inland Empire, 65 degrees, 67 on Wednesday. By Thursday, the winds diminish. A little bit breezy, but that will be about it. As we head into Orange County, upper 60s, low 70s. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Cold front moves in on Friday. Brings us clouds. We're hoping for rain, but it looks like it's just going to be clouds. And we're not going to complain about that because at least that will improve the humidity. San Fernando Valley, 66 on Tuesday and 72 on Wednesday and Thursday. And that's the forecast.
All right, Vera, thank you. Local teams, Alex, helping out and you know, getting a lot of donations together for the fire victims.
Yeah, we're doing a lot, and a lot of teams playing with heavy hearts tonight because the Lakers and Clippers both returned to actions with tributes to the fire victims. And the Rams proved they are LA strong, playing for everyone in Los Angeles, and their dominant playoff victory over the Vikings. We'll have all that next in sports.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sean, founder of 4M Dental Implant Center. If you have missing teeth, I can change your life with a beautiful set of permanent teeth all in one day, just like Peter.
I'm so much more comfortable now talking to people, smiling. I mean, my life has changed completely. What a difference a smile makes.
I want to help you too. Call us now for our very special offer.
Call 844-4M-DENTAL.
There's an endangered ecosystem out there that needs our help. It's gut.
Gut advocacy is a movement. We're fighting for immune health, digestion, overall wellness.
Protect the gut microbiome. Start with cultural probiotics.
With fatigue and lightheadedness, I knew something was wrong. Then I saw my doctor.
Freeze that cornbread before it go bad. No, you don't see?
5 times greater risk of stroke. Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart
It's
racing,
good to the 19th.
shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness.
It's good to the 19th. So, how many more meals I'm gonna make and eat this cornbread up? It'll be gone before the 19th.
Making that appointment can help you get ahead of stroke.
And that's when they say that's when it go bad.
There's an endangered ecosystem that needs our help.
Good to about the 23rd, 24th, somewhere in there. I'm gonna tear that up way before that. I ain't trying to freeze it. I'm trying to eat it. I'm gonna eat another piece when I make me another bowl of that red beans and rice. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna eat another bowl in a minute. That shit was good. Gotta let that settle down. I'm gonna come back and eat another bowl. I don't think Walmart have fresh food. I just think Walmart have good food at the right price. It's good right then. If you eat it right then, you're good. That's why I go to. I like to just shop a little, buy a little bit at a time, go back and get some more. And I know every time I buy something, it'll be fresh, you know?
Music gets drowned out. Bus driving is drunk driving. I'm Rich DeMiro. I am a hologram. We gotta try this out. See the latest tech.
Please make sure your seatbelt is fastened.
Even without a driver, it feels
Oh, yeah.
safe to spend the precious trip. There are the items I recommend that are in real life. Sure got you. What's new? Now you can change the color of your refrigerator. What's next? All that robot work that makes sense. Watch Rich on Tech with Rich DeMiro. I was not prepared for that. Only on the KTLA 5 morning.
That was good. Push that like button.
Now, KTLA 5 Sports Final, powered by your Southern California Ford dealers.
Roll up. That called smoke.
In the wake of the wildfires around Southern California,
I know you got it. You already know, T.
Moved to Arizona, where they were playing for the whole city, the victims, and the firefighters. LA fans traveled well to bring Rams house to the desert, with everyone in LA on their minds. Rams took a 10-3 lead late into the second quarter. Sam Darnold on third down, sack, fumble. Jared Verse recovers, takes it the other way for the 57-yard scoop and score, and what a finish, 17-3 Rams lead. There were 20 seconds left in the second half. Matthew Stafford to Davis Allen for the 13-yard TD. Rams win for LA, 27-9. They'll face the Eagles in the divisional round on Sunday. David Pingelor has more.
Well, emotions obviously running at a very high level. The head coach, Sean McVay, had this team hyper-focused, their hearts and their thoughts with the victims back in Southern California, but they
gave them a free trip to Arizona, then they let them win the game.
What a performance as they move on in the postseason.
So many people have gone through.
Every touchdown that the Rams made tonight looked fake as fuck.
But they sacrificed to, financially.
They just dove and flipped off into the damn. Boy, this shit was fake as fuck. Boy, when them white folks get, boy, you get them white folks the ball and let them run in, boy, they gotta dive in and shit. Why they gotta do all that extra shit?
Something about people that are going through.
Well, nobody in front of him, but he jumped and dove in. Did a flip. Don't man. How y'all doing? Push that like button.
For their game against the Eagles Sunday.
They gonna get their ass whooped. The Eagles gonna beat their ass. They ain't gonna let them win. The Eagles ain't gonna let them win.
Time for our Clippers post-game report, brought to you by Jerome's Furniture. Clippers had one game postponed due to the wildfires, so they are playing for the first time since last Wednesday. Now, before they face the Miami Heat, the Clippers honored the LA victims and the firefighters. On the court, James Harden loaded up the stat sheet for the Clippers, knocks down the open three to put this one away. The Beard finishes with 26 and 11 dimes. Norman Powell has 29. The Clippers take this one 109-98.
It's very, very powerful for us to stand together and help each other out through these times. And as one, we can stand together and get through it. So, pray for everybody out there.
The Lakers also had a tribute before tip-off against the Spurs. And at halftime, they retired the number 21 jersey of newly inducted Hall of Famer Michael Cooper. The game was tied at 89 entering the
Michael
fourth
Cooper
quarter.
didn't
The
deserve to
Lakers
go
fell
into the Hall of
apart late,
Fame.
and Wendy works around Anthony Davis and finishes off the glass part of the 25-9 run. Lakers lose 126-102, their third straight loss. UCLA men's hoops lost to Rutgers 75-68, and the Kings lost to the Oilers 1-0. Sharon and Sandra have more after the break.
What you think about the wildfires? Well, I think they was set deliberately so all them white folks can get some insurance money. Half of them gonna get displaced. They ain't gonna be able to rebuild. They don't understand. They keep talking shit, talking about, yeah, we gonna try to see if we can go around the redlining, and we gonna try. No, you can't go around the law. California want all their fees. California gonna want all their inspections. They gonna want all their surveys. You gotta do all that shit. And just think about it. All those homes that gotta be rebuilt, that's new construction. So now they gotta run fiber optic lines through the ground. Every house gotta have solar panel. Like, boy, them folks ain't finna get no houses back in the next 3-4 years, 2 years, a year. Even the rich and the most rich and powerful that can build ain't gonna be able to rebuild that damn fast. No, not in California.
We gotta try this out. See the latest tech.
Please make sure your seatbelt is fastened.
Even without a driver, it felt safe. Discover the freshest trends. They're the items I recommend.
What years did you deploy to the Middle East? I went in 98, 97, 98, 99.
LA 5 Morning News, LA's very own. Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions. So you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy. It's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax. It always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. I loved and cared for rescue animals since I was a little girl growing up on a farm in Illinois. My pets have always been some of the most important members of my family. My friends at American Humane have been helping animals for over 140 years. Adopting an animal in need can help save a life and add a new member to your family. Since 1981, American Humane has celebrated Adopt a Dog Month each October in an effort to help the estimated 3 to 4 million animals waiting in shelters every year to get the loving, forever home that they deserve. I urge you to consider fostering or adopting a shelter pet and to support the noble mission of American Humane. Together, we can make a significant difference in the lives of these loving creatures. For more information, please check out AmericanHumane.org.
That was a lot.
That's it for the news at 10.
Next at 11, the latest on the Pacific Palisades and Eaton wildfires, the progress being made by crews on the ground, and new clues that may shed light on what may have sparked them.
Also, a lot of people on edge as dangerous Santana winds expected overnight.
Boy, they trying to blame all these wildfires on Edison.
Potentially spark new ones.
I hope Edison get the best lawyers they can get their hands on. Nah, we didn't do this shit, and our equipment wasn't the cause of it. And we ain't paying this shit this time. Hell no.
Found out I have AFib, and that means there's about a 5 times greater risk of stroke. Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest.
They know people were going around setting them damn fires, and they trying to blame it on Edison.
But if you have AFib, the risk of
Edison ain't paying that shit, and if they make Edison pay it, our damn lights gonna go up even higher. Y'all gotta stop that shit.
Ahead of stroke risk. This is no time to wait.
Spending less money, so.
We already paying for wildfires because the Edison got sued.
He's a fake! Oh! I am McGruff, the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. I smart.
Hi, I'm Jenny Garth. I've loved and cared for rescue animals since I was a little girl growing up on a farm in Illinois.
For real?
My pets have always been some of the most important members of my family. My friends at American Humane have been helping animals for over 140 years. Adopting an animal in need can help save a life and add a new member to your family. Since 1981, American Humane has celebrated Adopt a Dog Month each October in an effort to help the estimated 3 to 4 million animals waiting in shelters every year to get the loving, forever home that they deserve. I urge you to consider fostering or adopting a shelter pet and to support the noble mission of American Humane. Together, we can make a significant difference in the lives of these loving creatures. For more information, please check out AmericanHumane.org.
You're not in the clear. I want to make sure of that. We are not in the clear as of yet, and we must not let our guard down.
Now at 11, a heightened state of alert across fire-ravaged Southern California as the region braces for 2 days of dangerous winds that could fan the flames and spark new infernos. Good evening, I'm Cher Calvin.
And I'm Sandra Mitchell. Micah has the night off. A new round of extreme fire weather has returned, with people across the region warned that more evacuations could be coming.
The strong winds threatening to reverse days of progress on the front lines, and tonight a new fire has sparked in Ventura. Let's go live to Gil Davis overhead in Sky 5. Gil?
Sharon and Sandra, they're calling this the auto fire. It started just before 7 o'clock tonight in the Santa Clara riverbed. This is near the 3300 block of Ventura Road, near the 101 freeway and Auto Center Drive. They're calling it the auto fire because it's near Auto Center Drive. But tonight, now at this hour, it looks like the fire department's getting an upper hand on this fire in the riverbed. Let me brighten the picture a little bit so you'll see what's happening. The river flows to the west, to the ocean here as I pan to the right. That's going to be the westbound. And on the right-hand side of your screen, you're going to see a road there that's been shut down. That's Victoria Avenue now. The fire has not reached there. It looks like the fire department has stopped forward progress on this fire as they're hitting it from the air and on the ground as well. But let me take you into this spot here. They are doing what's called a backfiring operation. They're basically setting fire to the brush on purpose. In fact, you can see a firefighter there with a container. He just put it out, it looks like. But they light the fire, they light the brush near the fire so that it burns into the existing fire and burns that brush out, basically fighting fire with fire. But all the hot spots that you see here, or at least the majority of them, are backfiring operations at this hour. They do have
That's what y'all don't understand. They out there setting fires while they got the fires, talking about they're using fire to fight fire. No, they just making that damn fire bigger and bigger.
There was a lot of active flame throughout the riverbed, but at this point,
The fire
it's looking
people.
like the fire department's starting to get control of this fire, and they should have it out within a couple hours. That's the latest overhead up in Sky 5. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Nice to hear some good news on that front. All right, Gil, thank you. Let's turn it over to Vera now, watching the winds, and things could get a little dicey tonight, Vera.
They absolutely could, Sandy. In fact, by about 4 o'clock in the morning, we are expecting those winds to get a little bit stronger than what they are now. But as you can see, the winds right now are out of the north and the northeast, so that is good news because that means that the fire is being pushed towards the Pacific Ocean. And as we heard Gil mention during the 10 o'clock hour, there isn't a lot of vegetation moving forward. There is vegetation, pardon me, not a lot of structures. There's not a lot of structures. There is some farmland, and of course, unfortunately, that might get in danger or endangered. But it's not going to burn anything down, thank goodness, in terms of structures. We are going to see those winds get stronger by the time we get to about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. The winds, as you can see, turning colors, the contours, and that means we're looking at wind speeds of about maybe 10 to 15 miles per hour, and then they'll get stronger to about maybe 25 and 30 miles per hour, and that will be at about 4 o'clock in the morning. And then from there, they will continue to strengthen. We do have that particularly dangerous situation statement with us until Wednesday at noon, and unfortunately that is going to impact the area where this fire is burning and where the Eaton fire is burning. Luckily, the Pacific Palisades fire is out of that region. I'll send it back to you guys for now.
All right, thank you so much, Vera. And as Vera just mentioned, the real danger from those winds has not even started yet.
Let's go live to Carlos Salcedo. He is near the fire in Ventura, Florida tonight. Carlos?
Ladies, good evening. The flames behind me still very much lively here as the winds have started to pick up. You can see the orange glow there as a column of smoke there blowing horizontally. Now that's the Santa Clara riverbed on the Ventura side. The fire is believed to have started as a car fire around 7 o'clock this evening. Around 75 firefighters with Ventura City Fire as well as Oxnard Fire are on the ground at the moment. Now this spread to 5 acres initially here in medium fuels with a moderate rate of spreads. Of course, that has probably grown in size at the moment. Now at one point there was a massive aerosol to keep the fire from spreading. The dry brush, of course, helping fuel the flames out here. There are no evacuation orders or structures threatened, but for a brief time there was an evacuation order.
You know what I feel like right now?
People are believed to reside
I feel real
idiocy. Concern, as you mentioned, is the Santa Ana red flag boarding. So fire officials tired.
I got itis kicking in.
Before it got out of control, and we saw
gonna let y'all go. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for pushing the like button.
So that's what firefighters wanted to prevent this time around, knowing that the winds are set to pick up in the coming hours.
Something gotta give.
And that will probably happen around 4 o'clock.